Like, time stops whenever Pereira's there, and they zoom in on his eyes, and they zoom in on his opponent's eyes, and it seems like they're staying there forever. And I love every damn second of it. His eyes go black. I've never seen in other dudes' fighters' eyes like Pereira's. The way, just the stone cold look, the lack of blinking. He's a menace, dude.
Roundtree did a great job early. Very dangerous. Alex Pereira doing his thing where he puts his pressure on, stays there right in front of you, and he usually likes to counter straight away. But you've seen the respect he gave Roundtree where he was drawing the punches out of Roundtree, but trying to evade him and just get out of the way, just drawing him out of maybe to wear him down.
So Khalil Rountree Jr., obviously being the smaller guy, he can't stand in the fighting range. If he stands in the boxing range, Pereira can hit him where Roundtree can't reach him. So he had to use his feet explosively to get in to close the distance. He was throwing 3-4 punch combinations, but a lot of the time he was just coming up a little bit short. Pereira was expertly moving back just out of range.
But the way that he was able to adjust the range and deal with the blitz and understand and trust the process of going, he's going to slow down. And then after round one being like, I think he's going to slow down. Let me continue taking out that lead leg.
Of course, the leg kicks were causing problems for Khalil as well. They were talking about it on the commentary. You know, it was starting to affect his movement a little bit, and certainly affect his ability to explode in, as I say. That's when he was having success, and he was the faster guy. He was the more powerful guy. The straight left from Khalil was really, really deadly.
Pereira just made such good reads, started scoring his jab, and then when you're a big guy like that, bouncing around the outside of the cage with someone pressuring you like that, if you're not going to wrestle the guy, you're saying that you're going to move for the whole 25 minutes, and when you're 205 pounds, that's a tough ask of yourself.
At the end of round one, Roundtree was he was very tired. He was blowing hard. It looked like this pace was going to affect him. It looked like this style, this game plan of having to explode in, go from 0 to 100 real quick, was going to cost him.
You could see that he initially thought what everybody thought. This will be a little easier. This is one of those nights where I'm going to knock him out. And why wouldn't he? He had knocked out former champion Yuri Prochazka. He had knocked out former champion Jamal Hill. He had beaten so many great fighters and done it so impressively that when you're fighting the number 8 ranked guy in the world, why wouldn't you expect the same thing to happen? That's exactly what Pereira did. He expected the same thing to happen early, but it didn't. So what did he do? He slowed everything down. He slowed it all down, and he took his time. He went back to his low calf kicks on the opposite side.
And I have to say, first 2 rounds, Khalil Rountree was looking like a bad mofo. First 2 rounds, I had him up 2 rounds to none, 2018. I thought he was looking great. Now he was throwing heat. He was throwing with bad intentions. Both of them were. Holy shit. First 2 rounds, like, this was one of those fights that you just couldn't look away. You felt like you had to watch every single second. You felt like you had to, like, not even blink.
He actually dropped Pereira. I think it was round 2, sat him down with the right hook, landed a beautiful head kick. There was one point where he landed a nice liver kick as well. That certainly got the attention of Pereira. But at no point did Pereira look particularly flustered. He didn't look worried or concerned.
It just came down to Alex just being patient. He had to be patient. He got a little careless in that second round, I believe. Got sat to his butt or got wobbled a little bit. It was more off balance, I think. But he did take a big shot.
He's obviously got a good chin because Khalil landed some massive shots, even dropped him, hurt him, but able to still just, even though he got hurt, straight back onto it. He literally got hurt, got up, straight back in his face. So the idea there for Pereira was just take the life out of Roundtree, just drain that battery.
He realized his left hook was largely taken away from him. He said, no problem, I have other weapons, and then proceeded to use those weapons in devastating fashion. Pereira is a brilliant striker, man. Just amazing what he can do out there and how he can adapt and adjust to whoever he is facing, because Khalil was an inspired fighter out there. He was courageous. He was determined.
There was moments where I was like, oh, wow, he hit him. Oh, God, he got it. He caught him clean. Got him backing up. But it just wasn't enough.
And I thought John Wood was right in what he was telling him. Look, it's the third one that's going to touch him. And it's good information from his coach saying, hey, I need you to throw more than a 1-2. You got to go after him with that 3-4.
But you want to see fighters go through a little bit of adversity, see what they're like after losing a round or two. Have they got the mental toughness to turn it all around? Well, we know, of course he does. Of course he has. And we've seen that before against Israel Adesanya, of course, as well. But tonight, what he did was very, very impressive because he had a tough, explosive, dangerous, skilled striker in Khalil Rountree Jr. Lost the first couple of rounds, made some adjustments, used the jab, broke him down.
Dude, Pereira is so good, man. Like, the adjustment that he made, because I knew that the being open stance or fighting a lefty might take away his hook, which it did, you know, so that was good on Khalil.
Roundtree, not a big jabber. So what he likes to throw is that the big one he throws is right hook, left straight, or left straight, right hook. That's his favorite combo in a variety. But getting him to extend on his left, Poatan changing angles off that way, and then cracking him there. And that's where he was able to get some of the power punches that really began the offensive flood that essentially drowned Roundtree in the end.
The fourth round just becomes a moment where it's like, Alex is like, all right, enough of this. I want to go home. I'm done. And he throws the whole arsenal.
But in round 4, he strategically broke him down. And when he hit him with that body shot, uppercut, Roundtree goes down, fight is over. I mean, the cut, Khalil had a cut, whole eye was split open on the right side, cut underneath, split open on top, cut on the left eye, all from jabs. He was jabbing him and putting that much damage on Khalil Rountree Jr.
Beautiful performance. Finish was, I mean, you got to be careful with Khalil because you hurt him and he's still so dangerous, but he got to a point to where he really wasn't as dangerous because he was so fatigued and he had taken so much damage that Pereira was really able to open up and start attacking that body and sit in the pocket a little bit more. But yeah, I think, the coaches could have thrown the towel in on that. It was, his eye was freaking flapping around. His nose was already busted up, but Roundtree is an absolute dog.
You could sum it up with one word, and that word is brilliant. I think that, I love that little tidbit about Joe Rogan talking to Mark Goddard about the sound of the strikes of Alex Pereira, right? But, the power's there, that is clear. His durability, all that stuff. But again, this is an extremely intelligent striker.
Now let's talk about the finish. Like I said, when you watch Alex, he walks himself into a position into the side of the void where he gets super close to Khalil, and he didn't get a response from Khalil. Khalil will come up and Khalil will circle out. So Alex is like, okay, I'm gonna get back there again. He gets there, no response. And then he starts doing that beautiful jab, miss, right hand. Then once he jabs, miss, right hand, that's when the combination starts off. Beautiful left hook, uppercut, inside the middle, comes in with the knee. I mean, Alex is just so good about implementing his game plan with the kicks, the hands, the left hook, Chama. It's all good.
The finishing sequence, bro, with the body shots, right? It's almost like everything's slowing down for him in real time. And
right.
I can just say, as a commentator in that moment, it's an out-of-body experience.
At the end, dug him with those 2 body shots. Had Khalil really hurt, face busted up, dug him with the 2 body shots, busted open his face, and it was a TKO. But man, you got to give respect to Khalil. He came out there and he made it a fight. He made it a fight and looked really sharp.
It was a tremendous performance by Alex Poatan Pereira, and that is why, honestly, he's the biggest star we have in the UFC. The fans love him. They love him, and rightfully so. The guy competes, he always shows up, and he just defended the belt for the 3rd time in 7 months.
No, I agree 100%. I thought it made a fantastic fight, but I still have to say that this fight exceeded my expectation. I didn't think it'd go this long. I'm gonna go back to, I feel like that fight right there saved the card. There was a couple other fights that were on the card that were good, but that fight saved the card.